Last year in the regular season, the Celtics took care of the 76ers 3-1. Tatum, step back triple.
Let's get it.
But that duo was terrific defensively in the playoffs.
Terrific in the playoffs. Outstanding.
Tatum off one leg, sticks the leg.
Beautifully off the dribble, but that time that was an explosion.
Tatum run off the line, sets himself up and buries the three.
But he's 1 for 4 to start the game. Tatum wants it over Ntilikina, and Jayson Tatum hits it. And now it's Rozier on the reset. Final minute, first quarter. Tatum launches and hits the three.
And they're going at Hayward. If his ankle's not right, if he doesn't feel as good as Tatum, lets one fly and knocks it down and says, I'll help this three-point percentage out. There's so much.
5 to shoot for the Celtics. Tough shot. Oh, he hit it. Second field goal of the night for the second-year pro out of Duke.
Brown and Morris. Tatum will take it. Make it.
Not find the range from downtown. Irving looking for that three-pointer. Now gets it to Tatum, and that is his first. Horford passed on a three. Tatum, yes.
Three-point shooter here early in the season. Shot clock at 7. Tatum sets his feet and hits the shot.
That's why you have to contest threes, and that's with that long close.
Roll line. They have 14 attempts. Tatum is open. And if you close out late, they'll make you pay.
26 here so far. They're going to take three-point shots.
Yeah, I mean, there was Horford passing up a layup, and they go for 3 with Tatum. Double team comes, Smart passes it up, Tatum for 3.
That's where they create.
6 on the clock. Tatum long range. That's good. Tatum can shoot the 3, as to.
In fairness to Rozier, he said obviously it is an adjustment. He just said he hasn't voiced any selfish feelings. Rozier, not a great decision. Smart the rebound. Tatum alone. Connects on a 3.
Yeah, I think taking over. I think that went off of Zach. On the inbounds, here's Tatum. A 3. Transition. That came up short. Horford wheels it outside of Tatum. A look at 3. Got it. So Tatum with a 3, and the Celtics again pull within 9 after trailing by 17 at half. 5 times, 7 points off of turnovers for Boston. Tatum a 3. Got it. Jayson Tatum finding the range now. 6.5 to play, third period. Tatum again steps back for a triple, and again he guns it in. Tatum shooting, closing out as Aminu. Run him off the three-point arc. Now he'll lean back and hoist, and got another one. Wow.
Carter Jr. to cover Horford. Tatum will try a 3 and knocks it down.
Well, that's his second basket. He was having.
And knocks down a 3. Biggest lead of the night.
You know,
Tatum rattles home the 3. That's what you're talking about, the field journal there.
yeah. I tell you, well, he's got it going now after a slow start. He was 1 for 6 in layups, other than threes. Now he's knocking down. He's telling Tom Washington, I got fouled before I took the shot. Tatum for 3. Again, Hayward pushes and sets him up. Irving to Tatum. Tatum sets three-pointer. Puts it in. You notice, Mike, no rush there.
Tatum a 3. Back to a 1-possession game.
Learn more at Celtics.com/sunlifedunk for diabetes.
First 3 of the year.
Celtics have 27 points, and we still have 4:20 left in the first quarter. Tatum a 3. Timeout Atlanta. Third games. You thought you would have seen some fire out of the starting unit. That was not the case. Jayson Tatum.
Jason's
4-3, Jayson Tatum.
He's been a little slow this year. I mean, he's averaging 16.
And just too much traffic to get that pass through there. Tatum looking good tonight.
All works hand in hand.
8-0 run right now by Dallas. They've opened up their biggest lead of the game, and something to keep Boston connected is that
a lot of offense, and they're getting a lot of perimeter guarded shots.
Jayson Tatum can fill it up. Back to 17, not finishing overs. Robert Williams, Louisiana native, who played his college ball at Texas A&M for the first time. And Jayson Tatum.
Kyrie hard push with Smart on a wing, goes the other side to Morris. Good pass corner. Tatum knocks down a three.
That was the pace.
Quarter, largely because of the play of this second unit. Boston still looking for its first points of the second quarter, and as I say that, Tatum drills a three. Tatum adds to the Celtics lead. To have more, he's had some good looks at the rim that haven't fallen. And Tatum just absolutely drills a three.
Tatum makes the pass.
And since it's really paid off for this team, they've had a couple really strong practices because of really nice breaks in the schedule, which you don't see a lot in the NBA.
Irving puts the speed on and kicks it out. Tatum for three. Yes. Squeeze it through. Smart able to get to it. Tatum open for three. Yes.
Fan quickly ahead to Tatum, because this is the kid right here that emerged. Hayward against Holiday. Circles to his right, whips one to the corner. Tatum fires and pours that in. Not seeing the Bulls do, we saw last night. We even saw against Indiana where he's got the ball inside.
Run down by Tatum. 7 to shoot. Tatum left alone, fires and banks one in. You know you're
Defending Morris right now. Tatum on the curl. Steps back for a deep three. That's a special. Dedmon jumps out on Tatum. Tatum says they're okay. I'll just knock down a three. Tatum is going to try one. And he knocks down a three. Good ball. Tatum, open look at a three.
The Duke connection.
Was that a hop? Was that a skip broad jump? Skip to my loop.
The drop step, but you can't go back into me with your back and knock me down.
Tatum with a wide open look from downtown.
And then bench points.
And they only got a contested three out of that possession. Tatum with another one on the way. Got it.
Now, the Greek only attempts 2 a game, and he's shooting 12%.
Tatum, and he counters with a 3-ball.
Horford able to salvage it. They find Smart. Tatum, plenty of time. Inside out. Hayward. Tatum, nice look by Smart. Tatum buries the three.
And then I think those really work out, but that's difficult in the NBA.
Tatum with 6 on the shot clock.
Horford with the dribble handoff to Tatum. Yes. Irving turns the corner. Tatum lines up a triple and puts it in. But 2-on-1 the other way. And Rozier lost the handle.
In that the ball's not in his hand as much, so there's been a huge adjustment period.
Boy, he's feeling confident tonight with the offensive rebound. Another one. Great extra pass to Tatum for 3. Tonight. Tatum from deep, and he drills it.
Remember the name.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? I can't remember a game that started out this way. Digits.
Tatum looks to answer. Does. Tatum. One-on-one with Bogdanovich. Buries a three. Anything, and he misses a three. Rozier tracks down the rebound. Tatum, a pull-up three.
His head down and takes it to the paint.
Now Miami leads the NBA in going zone as Tatum hits the three. The Heat leading in zone possessions. We'll have to see your man out of UNLV. played 1 year, was not drafted. Oh, took a
tough shot over the top of Tatum. Much easier look for Tatum.
Understand how sponsorships work,
well,
RJ?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that delivery.
Tatum a three. Bottom. Jayson Tatum from long.
Glass.
Tatum on a kick for Wanamaker. And now Tatum is open for three. Count it. Wanamaker on a curl. Push shot. No. Wanamaker. Offensive rebound. Tatum. That's a three. Count it.
Fortunate to draw iron. Tatum for three. Celtics with the lead.
Back, Morris. Horford, another offensive board, gets it quickly to Tatum. He's going to take a three. Tatum for three.
Celtics need it for D-Wade.
Tatum from the corner.
Game. Al Horford misfires. Morris the rebound. Irving shoves it over to Tatum. Tatum for three.
That would be okay defense by Marcus Smart, but you can't go under that split screen.
Tatum answers.
But to have a guy who's willing to screen for your great shooters is so important. So as Tatum hits another three.
Walker, easy layup.
Horford skips a pass. Tatum comes up shooting. Knocks down a three.
It's a good pass by Horford. Great cut by Moore.
Boston reverses it. Tatum knocks down the three.
Yeah, great ball movement. Terry Rozier with his...
Gordon Hayward was getting set to check into the ballgame. Brad Stevens calls him back. Little heat check.
much better attempt than in the half court.
He's got him on their heels. Tatum passed up the initial three, and he hit it as he righted him.
Those are the things that he can do right now. He is the point guard out there, along with Rondo, double duty.
Tatum, yes.
Horford finds Tatum open for three. Got it.
Low offensively, defensively from both of these teams in the playoffs. Good extra pass there. Nice that Rozier to get Tatum in rhythm to knock down.
Brown crosses over, kicks it to the corner. Ojeleye passes up the three. Tatum will not, and he knocks it down.
Good ball move.
Mark. Tice in the right spot. Tatum knocks down a three.
Good pick.
Ojeleye. Tatum gets a good look at a three and knocks it down.
Oh my goodness, what a recovery by Giannis.
It's a Tatum three. Got it. He's a 38%
about Morris is that, you know, he gives him that edge. He gives him that chip on the shoulders.
Tatum three, and quickly it's
reached out, got some advice from some of his mentors, me being one of them. And what we were all telling him was that, hey, as Tatum knocks down the three.
High of 8. Nice over to Tatum. And Tatum hits the long ball.
It's amazing to see how Coach Kerr, with his resume, he already recognizes that. As you see the three-pointer right there by
Tatum open. Kingsford never got
deeper in the paint, and his teammates are starting to recognize that and give it to him in places where he can operate. He's done a great job. Let's see what he can do here in the fourth frame.
All right, Katie, thank you. Go ahead.
Tatum decides to take it and knock down a three.
Again, they made 5 new additions at the trading deadline. Morris kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum for 3. That's good.
That's a shot where Malik, I think, can get on bounce and shoot the ball with 2 hands as opposed to shooting that running one-hand hook.
Numbers for Boston. Tatum. Boston has now made 14.
Down to Gordon Hayward is out there now. Tatum given a shot, so he takes it and hits it. So Jayson Tatum off to a quick start for them. He's got 7.
Use this platform to make people aware of what the situation is.
Tatum flies it and hits it. He's in his zone, boy.
Then he's got
to get his confidence back, and I think he's getting it back as a cab. Horford gave it up. Tatum afterthought, and he nails it for three.
Brown again taking it to the basket. This time kicks it back to Tatum. Step back three. Rattles home. Fourth rebound for Tatum. Gets it back. Same spot. Same result. Kyrie kicks it out. Smart. Corner. Tatum. Three.
Tatum will pull from downtown and hit.
And Ed, quick Smart from the other side is short. Long rebound tracked down by Tatum. He tees up a three and makes it. Hayward throws it out. Morris, corner. Tatum, three. Got it. Tatum with plenty of time knocks down a three. Knocked away by Wade. Horford does get it. Corner. Tatum, three. Got it.
Right. You have to be impressed with the way Hassan has been dealing with the scenario. You know he wants to be in the first five. You know he likes his numbers. Is a three, speaking of a number that goes.
Almost say that about every year he's played. He's just a good, solid professional. Plays every night. You can count on him. Tatum for three.
Celtics this quarter, 2 of 12 and 4 turnovers for a team that does not turn the ball over. Tatum three. Nothing but nylon. Misses the shot. Rozier took it hard. It's 5-on-4 the other way. Tatum three.
There's those fast break points.
Kyrie Irving has been much more active in the second half than the other way is Tatum. It's a three. Good!
No hesitation by Tatum.
By Boston.
Baines with the block shot on Bogdanovich.
Outside, Tatum aligns for three.
He's at this transition fast break.
And it's Hayward. Irving. Kyrie takes it the other way. He's got 7. Here's a three. Tatum puts in another one. The ball away. Here comes Brown. Foot race with Collison. Outside it goes. Tatum three.
A little bit strong on the three. Horford keeping it alive. Tatum got it.
Collison led the NBA in three-point shooting last year.
Yeah, transition defense has been a problem. And you can see it right here now. We're starting this off just like we
10-point lead for the Bucks. Trying to go up 3-1. Here's Tatum for three. He finally hits. The Bucks lead at 65-52.
Speaking of the doctor, he was right on time with that. And speaking of